If you're excited for Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time Remake, yeah, it's officially cancelled. And I know a lot of you are upset. Trust me, I am too. This was one of those games that meant something to me. I played Sands of Time back on the PS2, and I still remember how fun and creative it felt. The time rewind mechanic was ahead of its time. The platforming was smooth, and it helped define an entire era of games. So hearing that this remake is officially dead, that hurts. This wasn't just another remake. The Sands of Time is one of Ubisoft's most important games. It helped put them on the map, and gave us mechanics that influenced so many games afterward. Fans weren't asking for anything crazy, just a modern version that respected the original. Something that looked good, played well, and introduced a new generation to Prince of Persia. Instead, what we got was years of silence, delays, and finally, cancellation. The remake was first announced all the way back in 2020, and at the time, excitement was high, until we actually saw it. That first reveal didn't go over well. The visuals looked outdated, animations were stiff, and fans immediately started questioning the quality. Ubisoft clearly realized they had a serious problem. By 2022, Ubisoft moved the project over to Ubisoft Montreal and decided to start over from scratch. And that alone says everything. Restarting development years into a remake is never a good sign. At one point, Ubisoft suggested the game was aiming to release this year, with reports pointing to a possible January release window. Instead of finally playing it, we're not talking about why it got cancelled, which shows just how deep the issues really were. When you look at the full picture, Ubisoft spent 6 years trying to make this remake work. Studio changes, delays, silence, complete restarts. At some point, it becomes clear that the project just isn't coming together. And that's exactly what happened here. But what makes this worse is that Prince of Persia wasn't the only thing Ubisoft canceled. Ubisoft reportedly canceled 6 projects total, including 3 brand new IPs and a mobile game. On top of that, Ubisoft shut down 2 studios, Ubisoft Stockholm and Ubisoft Halifax. That's not normal. That's a company dealing with serious internal problems, and it's hard not to see a pattern forming here. As bad as this feels, I don't think Prince of Persia is gone forever. If anything, I think Ubisoft realized the remake wasn't living up to what the Sands of Time represents. And honestly, I'd rather have no remake than a bad one that damages the franchise. There's a good chance we eventually get a brand new Prince of Persia game instead, something built from the ground up with a clear vision. This situation also makes me really nervous about Splinter Cell. We've heard about it, we know it exists, but we still haven't seen gameplay, we haven't seen a trailer, and with everything going on at Ubisoft right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Splinter Cell ends up in the same situation, and that would be another huge loss. Ubisoft has also delayed 7 games, including 2 that haven't been announced yet, along with the rumored Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. At this point, it really feels like Ubisoft has lost its identity. This isn't the confident studio it used to be. It feels scattered, reactive, and unsure of itself. Another cancellation that really hit me was Wonder Woman. I was excited to finally play a game centered around her. We don't get many single-player superhero games like that, and that was another title I had to cross off my list. It's starting to feel like every time something gets delayed, it's only a matter of time before it gets cancelled. Ubisoft released a statement on X saying, "We weren't able to reach the level of quality you deserve, and continue would have required more time and investment that we could responsibly commit. We didn't want to release something that fell short of what the Sands of Time represents." That statement tells me they knew the remake wasn't working. They saw the quality issues, and instead of forcing it out, they pulled the plug. As painful as this is, I respect not releasing something broken. Am I upset? Absolutely. Prince of Persia deserved better. Fans deserve better. But there are still a lot of great games to look forward to this year. I just hope Ubisoft learns from this, because if they don't, we're going to keep losing the franchises we grew up loving.